This is it, people. This is what you've been waiting for. This is Everyday Celebrity Podcast. The podcast for everyday people with everyday problems, trying to find everyday solutions to accomplish everyday goals. Let's start the show. Welcome to another episode of Everyday Celebrity Podcast, number one podcast in Oakland, number one podcast in the Bay Area. And today we have a special guest. I bumped into this woman at a bar randomly, saw her beautiful face, and it captured me. Plus she was singing. So, and the chick that I was with, she was talking about you first because she was attracted to you.
Got it.
So I got to thank her for this happening. She's an artist, and when you think of, I don't know, like the 20s, when you walk into a little jazz club, did you see that one black woman on the stage singing for all these white people with a cigar in her mouth?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think of her. Della, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
How was your day today?
It was good. Smooth morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Went to the forest for a drive. Some coffee.
And you said this is your first podcast, yes?
Yeah, first ever.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Popping your cherry on ECMC. So like I said in the introduction, you are a singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just saw you in the bar, but do you do this are you like doing it not professionally, but I mean, do you consider yourself a professional?
Yes, I'm pursuing music.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing that?
Intentionally, let's see, I'd say in the past couple years.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been singing my whole life and playing piano, writing, not intentionally, just out of survival and for fun.
When did you start taking it serious?
I would say like 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I had the idea 2021, I'd say. I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. But I started actually writing and like putting one foot in front of the other in 2022.
What do you mostly write about?
Everything, my life. I'd say my writing's like autobiographical, personal, but I pull inspiration from literally anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just depends. Like, depends on the day, what inspired me, who said something. Yeah.
Is it mostly like sad stuff?
I can't even say. I'd say my music's pretty well rounded. It started off that way. Like I said, I like partly why I started writing was out of survival to like keep myself mentally afloat. But it's turned into like writing about like I really like have a relationship with like the forest and nature. I write songs about that. My complex relationships with different people, not just romantic, platonic, familial. And like I wrote a song like a month ago about the corner boys that live across the street, just because it was
Florida boys.
Corner boys.
Corner boys. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just got away with inspiration. I kept seeing them across from my house, and I was like, I'm gonna write a song about that. Yeah. So.
Okay. You did you grow up in the Bay Area?
No, I grew up in LA County.
LA County, like where exactly?
So I was born in Burbank, the Valley area.
Uh-huh.
Lived in Studio City for a little, and then I moved to Redondo Beach when I was 8, and then I grew up there.
What brought you out here?
College.
Oh, UC Berkeley, yes.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you go there?
2017. I was 17 years old. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I just never left.
Was it a culture shock for you? When I say that, I mean Berkeley is like full of whites and Asians.
Oh, well, no, I always grew up around that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say like Berkeley's a really political school. It wasn't so much a shock as I didn't really care. I like
Mhm.
had my own stuff going on in college, so it was all kind of just background noise.
Yeah.
I think the weather was a shock. I've never
Mhm.
seen rain happen all day.
Yeah, you get like 4 seasons in one day out here.
Yeah, and you get actual seasons, which you don't in LA. So at first it was so cold, but then I got used to it, and now I like love it.
Was Berkeley like your first choice?
No. It was USC because my dad went there.
Mm.
But I just knew in general I wanted to go to a prestigious school. I was just meant to.
Mhm.
And then Cal just kind of fell at my feet.
I mean, that is prestigious. It's the number one public school in the nation.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, I knew but yeah.
How was your college experience?
It was okay. I'd say Berkeley's not for the weak.
Mhm.
No one's gonna hold your hand there, which at first was hell, but then it was okay. But I'd say I worked out a lot of personal stuff in college, which I'm glad for, because now I'm in my mid-20s and like I'm much more mature, emotionally aware, self-aware, and it's because of my experiences in college. So,
When you say experiences, what do you mean? Experiences with like men, like political views, or what?
with men, with how hard I worked, like the academic part actually shaped me a lot,
Mm.
and my work ethic. Balancing, I ran track in college, so balancing that with work, with relationships with men, with navigating college, and being a young adult on your own.
Mhm.
Coming from poverty too, so going to that school and just meeting all these different people, learning about the African diaspora, which I didn't know about because I grew up around a bunch of white people and I'm mixed. So I only
Mixed
learned.
black and white.
No, I'm mixed with like 15 different things, but mainly Filipino, Black, White, Native American, and Spanish. Yeah.
All good things.
Yeah. So, but then I had like roommates who were Somalian and Ethiopian and Nigerian. So it was a culture shock in that way, but like it only brought me closer to my Blackness moving here. I think political. I never was into it then. I'm not now. My dad's super political, and I like hear about stuff from him, but it's just never been a key interest of mine. If that makes sense.
You said you ran track for the school?
Yeah.
I would never guessed that. You're kind of like small.
Yeah, I don't work out anymore. I lifted weights for nearly a decade. I'm tired.
Were you did you go there on an athletic scholarship?
So that's the thing. I got discovered for my athletics at state finals, but they didn't have any money left for track scholarships, so they just talked to the financial aid office. I got financial aid because of I was coming from poverty, and I got merit for my grades because I had really good grades too.
Yeah. Okay. What'd you study?
Business. Yes, I slaved away to get into that school.
How is business? I think that's what it's called. No?
It's business administration. Yeah, we don't have a focus. It was fine. I mean, when I got into the school, COVID happened, so I checked all the way out. And it was all online, and I already kind of would not go to class and just teach myself stuff, but I really stopped going.
Do you feel like I don't know if you are in the business world. Are you using your degree now?
No. I had an opportunity to, but I am, because I worked for myself.
Yeah.
So I had an opportunity to, and that's when I like had signed with Goldman Sachs, which is like #1 finance company in the nation. And then I tore my hamstring like a week later at indoor finals. And then I had this whole like epiphany crisis. Like, I'm not meant to be sitting behind a desk for the rest of my life. Like, this is it now. Like, that's my trajectory now. And so I reneged. Yeah.
You doing where was it? Was the job out here or like in New York or something?
It was in Utah, because like they have all their starters out there. That's how you get in the company. But it was a ton of money. I thought I like shaped my whole college like trajectory for finance, because I just thought rich. I want to be rich. I was coming from poverty, and I was like, I fucking will never be poor again. But then I was like, nope. And I think COVID helped because I feel like that just forced everyone into reflection.
Mm-hmm.
And all I did every day was sing. That is what I looked forward to every day. That is what helped me process hard things I was going through. What I like did for joy when we had nothing to do. So then when I had that epiphany, when I tore my hamstring and I was like, what am I going to do? What do I do every day that I don't get sick of? I was like, music. So, oops. But
do you feel like you wasted time going to college you study, a lot of people go to college, right? And then they pick a degree.
Mhm.
They spend all this time, all these years studying that degree. Then they graduate and then they realize like, this is not what I'm into. And then they choose a whole nother path of life. Do you feel like you wasted your time going to college? Because you don't have to go to college to be like an artist. You can like travel the world and just be artsy and like learn on your own, right?
Right. No, not at all. I don't think I would have. The personal difficulties I went through in college shaped me to be able to like pursue artistry now. Like I don't think I wouldn't even been in a healthy enough state of mind. And I learned, like I had a lot of internships in college and I learned how to network. I learned how to essentially build my own business. And now it's why I can work on my own time and pursue music and fund that. Like a lot of people are going to like a 9 to 5, 9 to 6 and pursuing music. I get to carve out my own schedule to accommodate and choose what I do to accommodate my music. Like I'm a self-employed nanny and I work with babies and they nap a lot and we're outside a lot and I have so much time to work on music while I'm getting paid. So I basically am like getting paid to pursue. And I don't think I would have been able to forge these connections, get these clients, talk to families the way I do, and constantly generate business for myself that makes it like support what I'm pursuing if I didn't go to college and learn like from professionals. So
why did you choose nannyism or whatever?
Nannying.
Nannying.
Childcare. It just was recommended to me in a time when I was struggling. I think it was like fall 2021. I lost my job with a nonprofit, and I didn't get unemployment because of the way it was weird. Like the way it went down, I didn't get it. So I was door dashing at one point, so stressed out. And then I was like, I need a job that I would like in the state of mind I was at. Like I need a job where I can make money but not have to do a lot. Cause I like literally like I'm like burned out and I'm like just trying to finish my degree. And so it was like dog walking and then I was like nannying. And yeah, cause like nannying you just get, especially with babies, you get a lot of flexibility. And it taught me how to take care of myself too, cause we're all babies. Like that's our purest form. So it's like babies cry because they want to go outside or they're hungry, or they need a nap. Same with adults.
Now these are like, what's the age of these babies?
Current baby I'm taking care of, she's 10 months.
10 months.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I started with her when she was 6 months. Yeah. So
parents are just giving you their babies at that early?
Yeah. I mean, I've met a lot of anxious moms and that's why I love working for myself. Because if I don't feel like, it's like dating. If it's not working, I can go somewhere else. I can go to a different family. I actually currently work for 2 dads because I was like, anxious moms, no problem. Just work for dads.
These are single dads?
No, these are like a couple, like a dad and a dad.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's chill parents out there that respect your experience. Your like we still got to know each other over the first few months, but then eventually they trust you. And babies like have a routine, so as long as you're keeping their routines relatively.
So this is different from being like a au pair or whatever the fuck you call it?
Yeah, au pairs like live in.
Oh, okay.
This is like set up the current family they have like a full-time job 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, but you get a lot of breaks. Parents will have like appointments that they have to go to with the kid and then you get to get off early. They go on vacations, you're on vacation with still pay. Like there's ways where it's so flexible for me. I get to work out during work. I can wash my clothes during work. Like that's where I've written so many songs with kids. Like we'll be sitting at the park on a picnic blanket and I'll like one kiddo, I put her name in the song because I was like, oh my God, like Maeve, like you made this song. Like, so Yeah.
How do you feel about having kids?
As of right now, in my 25-year-old mind and like how ambitious I am, I don't want kids. I don't want kids. I'm too fucking selfish. For the first time, and like
now the truth comes out.
Yeah, like I'm selfish, and I for the first time have like the most money I've ever had in my life, and it's all because of me. And so I'm just like, but I do see these families, and like I could see me being able to do it, like with the right person. It really is a team thing, all the things. Like I dream of like living on a ranch in Sonoma with chickens and a garden and kids running around, but I want to be rich enough where I can be like, hand the kid to the nanny when I feel like it. So I'm like, do you want to have kids? I don't know. I might be traveling the world singing instead. So
let's talk about you growing up. You have siblings?
2 sisters. I'm the middle child.
Are you guys close?
Yeah, I'd say so. Me and my little sister are like Irish twins. Everyone used to think we were twins. My older sister has a different dad, but we don't believe in that like half blood stuff. And her dad, ironically, has the same last name as my dad.
So where are they at?
They're down in LA. My sister's in the Inland Empire in like Corona area. And then my little sister's in the beach cities where we grew up.
Did you grow up with both your parents in the family? In the household?
For some time, unfortunately. And then it changed when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say, unfortunately?
Lots of fighting. They were not supposed to be together. It was toxic. It was codependent. And yeah, and I think they held on because of when they grew up, it was just like normalized. Like you just hold on no matter what, like especially when you have kids and you stay together for the kids. But I think everyone was relieved, and down the line, like it was for the best. Like,
how old were you when they separated?
I'd say 11 or 12, and we moved out of the LA for a little while. I don't know if you know, like, well, you know San Diego, so this Temecula is like a town next to there. Our grandparents lived there, so we moved there for a year during like the split, and then came back. And I didn't give a shit that they were splitting up. I was like, I don't want to move away from my friends. So by then, that's where my focus was. Like I was like, this should have been done type thing.
So you, when they separated, did they separate or get divorced?
They separated. They didn't get divorced for a long time because taxes, and my dad was just procrastinating.
So when that happened, you didn't take it as, I mean, you weren't like, oh, my family's breaking apart.
I was past that.
Okay.
I was in middle school. I feel like by middle school, you don't care. You don't like want to see your parents as much. And with everything that happened up until that, there was like what 10 years of that toxicity, codependency in our face over and over, like fighting and all that. It was just like, just fucking do it already. Like it's just like it was never stable emotionally, a stable environment to go home to. So yeah, I think everyone was better for it, and it was going to happen at some point.
Did I mean, most girls, they look at their parents to get a sense of how relationships should be. Like a lot of girls look at their dad and be like, oh, and then they base what they date as a grown up on like their dad probably. Do you think that your mother set a good example of what to look for in a man?
I'd say it's complex. Like in some ways, yes. In some ways, no. Like I can't even look at them as, and I think it's people base their entire, like it's only like human to like search for what's familiar. But I would just say it's complex because I can't even say like dad or mom is all bad or all good. But their relationship dynamic on both sides, and just them as individuals and how they came together in a relationship, like no, it didn't like set the best example. Like, but like they didn't know any better. And also like someone made a point to me that like Black people have only been like having their own families for 200 years, like if that, like, and like whereas versus like thousands of years for white people or Asians or whatever. So it's like it makes sense. There's like a lot of trauma and like relationship trauma and so much toxicity in Black culture because we've only like 4 or 5 generations out from like mass abuse and like all that. So yeah. But yeah, I don't blame them at all. No resentment. I did go through a period in college where I woke up and was like, oh, like this is their fault. And so I got so mad, and I had to process those feelings though, because they never were processed. I was running, distracting myself with all these relationships instead that were toxic and mirroring the same dynamic unknowingly, which I think everyone does, and what people work out in middle school, high school, college before they grow up, or some people never grow up.
Were you dating like white guys?
No, black guys.
No.
Even though I grew up with white guys, and I dated them in middle school, but by high school it was black guys. I don't think I could see I could see myself only with a black guy.
What? That's good. What was? Well, I mean, how did you realize that? Well, let me say this: the men that you were dating, you said they were toxic. Like, what made you realize that you were making these choices?
Well, I'd say we were toxic. Repetition. I think people have to date the same kind of person over and over to be like, oh, shit, like something's up. And it's not just them, it's me. I think the tendency is to like blame or be like, oh, these guys, I just keep getting these bad guys. Why do you keep being attracted to guys like that? So I think
why were they bad? Or like cheaters or mentally abusive? Or?
I would say it was just narcissism, emotional, mental abuse. Yeah. Cheaters, liars, like the typical, like it's an archetype of guy, right? That's like that. So the typical narcissistic or full-blown narcissist man. I wouldn't say it was all the time, but it was the ones I was most attracted to. That had the hardest pull. And then come to find out when I like started going to therapy and became more self-aware, I was like, I learned like, oh, it like mirrors my parents individually and their dynamic, and that's literally for everyone. But everyone has like different ranges of what they go through. But I just learned like my family a lot of narcissism and codependency, which is very, very human dynamic.
What are you attracted to now? You still date men, right?
Yes.
Be surprised.
I'd say kind. I have core values now. So beneath the core values that they hit, honesty, freedom, integrity, and authenticity. I like to be outside. I like to hike. I love to skateboard. I like to go on retreats by myself. And I'm like generally active because I mean I ran track, so I can't even imagine a life not exercising. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of learning what I really like. But
do you think everyone needs therapy?
I think it doesn't hurt for people to at least try at least once in their life. No one comes out of childhood unscathed, in my opinion. No one, not even the most secure, healthy, great, like parents stayed together. Like I don't think that's like realistic in this world. Yeah.
A lot of artists, well, not a lot of artists, a lot of the top artists, I would say, a lot of the great songwriters are able to take their pain and create art from it. I think some of the best songs are like sad songs that will like literally make you take someone that's not emotional and will make them like, because they're feeling what this person is saying. But a lot of artists went through a whole bunch of shit, but are scared to put themselves out there. What is something that's like that you went through that's in your life that's really traumatic that you wrote a song about?
I won't go into too much detail. But you know, I had my fair share of toxic relationships. I think I started really actively dating in high school, and I'm glad because I learned. Like, I'm glad I actually got it out the way. But in college, I had my first boyfriend in high school, and then I didn't date and I didn't have a serious relationship for 6 years. I was just in a series of situationships. So I'd say one of the situationships in college, the guy was really, really abusive, but I just started therapy, so I didn't know anything yet. I just knew, why do I keep getting obsessed and not being able to let go of people that are hurtful? Like, why, like, am I masochist? What's going on? Like, and it was just as I met this guy, and so then COVID hit, like, the next semester. And then it started like a 3.5-year long, like, relationship that wasn't a relationship, but it was like I literally couldn't get out of it. It became like super addicting. And it functioned like heroin. Like I it's like not even being dramatic. This guy was super abusive. He was a womanizer. I was one of many, and I was like obsessed, and I could not let go. And he'd do these mind games, but I was learning as I was going. So I'm so grateful I had someone every week in my ear actually putting real science and real, like, what's happening to me, because I never had that before in my life. So I used to go in high school and get obsessed with these guys and not understand why I can't get away mentally, like why I obsess and like all these things. And then I finally had someone explain it all to me. And I learned too, you can know everything and still not be able to break your own patterns. So from that, when I finally had to let go because he moved away, and I already was like forcing myself not to talk to him for, like, it was like I was like, you know, alcoholics counting the days that they're like staying sober. I was literally doing that, but relapsing every time, going back. And I was starting to force myself already. When he had left, I hadn't talked to him in 2 months, which was like the longest I ever went. But then he left, and I had to, and I had graduated, and I was in adulthood, just thrown into adulthood now, and I was like, fuck. And I already started writing by then, but then I was like, it's time to like, this is all I have left to do. Is like my control issues, they were like finally broken, and I was like, well, fuck, all I can control now is what I do next. So I was like, let me alchemize this into some music, because what got me through those times, all those times I was just stuck, was my favorite artist singing every day, singing my feelings about it, like, is the only thing that helped me get through it. And so I was like, I want to do that. I know I can do that. I recognize the magic in these artists. I want to create that magic for myself with my stories and stuff.
Would you rather have long-term lust or short-term love?
Short-term love.
Why?
Because I had long-term lust that I thought was love. In that was the relationship. And for a long time too, I think I, like a lot of typical young girls, thinking like, oh, we had sex, so now like they really like me and we're in love, not realizing that's not how a lot of guys function. Like they can separate the physical from the emotional, but I've always been like the type of person, I can't separate that. Like, so I've learned over time, like, well, I'm simply not going to have sex with someone I don't have deep feelings for, because it's all in one for me, type of thing. So yeah, I did the long-term lust that I thought was love, that I tried to force to be love for so long, and it wasn't.
Have you ever been in love?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, my first boyfriend was young love, but I think at the time I was in love. Like,
You're talking about like middle school?
High school. It was like 16.
I don't count that. I'm talking about
high school?
fuck no.
But it went into college.
Okay. Well, as a grown up woman,
oh, yeah.
Have you ever been in love? And define love to you. Like, what makes you say you were in love? How do you know?
Well, I think you can't have love without respect and trust. So until it was broken, I'd say I was in love at the time. I'd say, I guess, only once, but that's also because that whole college experience took up a lot of my time. I'm only 25, so I'm just now, I just now love myself. I'd say I've grown to love myself for the first time. So I feel like you can only really love another if you love yourself. There's like no way you don't love yourself, but you love someone. There's no freaking way. So yeah, I'd say once, but I'm also very young and early in, like, actually, like, oh, like, knowing how to take like dating in a way that's protective of me, but still like I can experience and weed out people, like actually learning what it means to date as a woman, and not like in a school setting.
Yeah. Who do you get inspiration from?
I love this question. It's a wide range because I love so much type of music. I'd say older artists, really old, like Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, any jazz. Like I love jazz music, so like artists that don't even sing, like John Coltrane. And then on the modern side, I'd say Lana Del Rey, Marina and the Diamonds. When I was younger, I was really obsessed with R&B, so like Kehlani, Ariana Grande, they taught me how to sing. I say that all the time. Mariah Carey taught me how to sing. Like, and then I like alternative too, so like The Neighborhood. But it just depends on the project of what's influencing me.
Was your family into? Did you have a musical family?
Yeah, so my mom was a singer. When she was 14, she got signed to MCA Records, and she was in a group called the Sugar Babes. And then from there, she split into a duo called Stacy and Kimiko. So she was on Soul Train, and it wasn't very long, but from 14 to 21, she had a music career. And she like worked with New Edition's producer Vincent. I forgot his last name. And their manager at one point, when she said it was so hard to work with him. She was like, he had us working because like he, the dancing, the singing, like he was like no joke. But she was a young woman in the industry, very pretty and taken advantage of. And she got out of it because of that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, I'm pretty sure, well, obviously you spoke to your mother about like, oh, I want to pursue music. Does she, since she was in the industry, does she either A, try to steer you away from it because of the shit that she went through? Or does she try to be like, oh yeah, you should, and like help you?
I mean, she wasn't there, but like she knows what I went through in college. And like a lot of people in my life that I was close to kept saying like, you went through this, so you don't go through it when you're in the industry. Like I learned.
Oh, you're gonna go through it.
I know, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be a fool. Like going through it. Like I fucking clock it. Like I will know how to protect myself, which is someone she didn't have. And she even like said like Beyonce had her like dad to protect her. My mom didn't really have anyone. And now I have my mom, I guess. But I literally had myself. Like when I moved to the Bay, like I just became, I mean, not to brag, but I became a fucking force. Like, I learned. College, it broke me. Like, the things I went through in college broke me, made me, and now I'm 25, and I'm like, I just have no doubt, like, it'll be fine. But no, my mom's been helping me with vocal production. Nothing gets finalized unless it's through her, because she knows what the fuck she's talking about. I have a literal industry professional to go to to, like, tell me what to do. So mostly with her, we just focus on the music aspect of it. She's not really worried at this point that I need to... And my dad's a businessman, so I go to him for about business stuff. Through nanny, I've learned how to be a better businesswoman, and just my own hustling on my own. So yeah, no, but I think she learned it then, and I learned it first to go into the industry and stay.
Yeah, the industry that you're in and you want to strive in is literally solely about. I think it's more about looks than talent. You can be fine as hell with no talent, and they can still like make you a star. But you can be talented as fuck, and you might not have a good look, and then you'll be shelved or you be scared. Like Kelly Price, like she was a big woman, and they didn't want to push her forward because of that. Right? But amazing voice. No one never heard about her until like later on when like R. Kelly started to put her on. And then you have like a lot of hip hop artists today who are like, they basically call it like just strippers who rap. because they got a fat ass, tits, and they got that look, but their songs are trash, right? So knowing that, I mean, you're obviously a very attractive woman.
Thank you.
How do you feel about how the industry that you want to be in is?
I mean, it's a dirty business. I have a song about it called "Fame Is a Game." I I know what I'm getting into. I grew up around it. I have friends now in the industry that I grew up with and now are in it. But I just don't care because I love music. I love art. I love creating worlds based on it's like writing books, but in a different way. Creating worlds about me and my life and things that I want to. I'm writing songs that are helping me heal. When before big artists like Lana or Summer Walker were helping me. Now I'm doing it for myself. So it's whatever it takes with limits. I have things I just won't fucking do. This whole game on Instagram and TikTok now is you got to post hella. I won't. You really do. You gotta fucking post all the fucking time for the algorithm. Blah blah blah. Blue blue blue. I don't believe that's the only way to get famous. I'm not gonna sell I posted a TikTok the other day because I'm trying more because before I wasn't posting at all. I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing that. But then I was like, you gotta do something. You have to play the game even a little bit. At least build a portfolio. But I posted something the other day because I was trying to get on this trend. If you post to this sound 5 to 7 times, you'll whatever. And I posted it just to post, and I was like, ugh, I just don't even want this attached to my name. So I deleted it because I was like, there's just some things I'm not willing to do. So whatever that looks like to some point, fame is it's fucking sheer luck. You can't control some factors. But yeah, I just am gonna go in it eyes wide open and hope for the best. But honestly, it's for the music. That's at the end of the day, I'm here to be honest through poetry and song and movie, videos, and just make something beautiful. Because, we die and then that shit outlives you. So I just want something I'm proud of that outlives me. It's so personal that it's all that other shit's just noise. I'll figure it out. And I'm glad I got a business degree and have that kind of business, shark mindset in me. Because I feel that'll help me navigate the industry. And then also all the personal shit I went through to, be able to scope out different personalities, know what kind of person I'm dealing with when I walk in a room and fine, this doesn't work. I'll find someone else to do. I'll find another way. I'm gonna find a way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Music. This is the reason why I think artists are basically so important is because music artists is because music, right, is so powerful that you can listen to a song and then it can make you want to run outside and kill someone. You can listen to a song that will literally make you just start crying. You can listen to a song that'll just make you do whatever. And then when you go to concerts, these artists like Travis Scott, for example, he will literally, how he controls these people, these thousands of people in this crowd, and they would literally just do what he says. He would be like, yo, let's tear down this fucking wall over here. And then they will run over there and tear it down. I'm like, this shit is crazy. So I think that's why music is so important because if you're depressed, you can hear a song and just, I'm not depressed anymore.
Oh yeah.
Or vice versa. Why do you think music is so important?
What first came to mind, I don't know if you know that movie Dead Poets Society. He's basically he talks about something how law and medicine and all those things.
If you're a kid, you watch that, you get your brain get fucked up. But go ahead.
Law and medicine and those type of what do you call it? Jobs are necessity based. It's and then he compares it to art and music and how art and music is what people live for. Those jobs keep people alive, but this is what people live for.
Yeah.
I think some of the best songs are the ones that are like crack, you can't stop listening to them. Like they just really hit your soul or whatever. But I just think everyone in the world has some type of relationship with music. For me, it's like, I mean, it's a wide range, but it helps me process my feelings. It helps me like feel my feelings. It helps me tell stories or feel seen or understood. It helps you connect with people. Like it's a tool in some sense. I don't think people, and it's fun. And then it's like, it's addicting. Like a lot of people like don't get through the day without listening to music. So I think it's just one of those things like nature, that everyone has a relationship with to some extent. That's just like a shared human experience. I think, I don't know, whatever higher power it put it on this earth for us to like, and it's healing and all the things.
You seem like a emotional person.
Yeah, most artists.
Can you give me a song that you listened to that made you cry?
Yeah, tons of songs.
What's like? If you could remember, what's like a recent song that you heard that you just started bawling out of nowhere?
It's so funny. The Unfold alarm on iPhone. It's called
That's
Unfold.
the artist?
It's just the name of the, how the iPhone has in your alarms, it just has different alarms you can choose from. There's one called Unfold.
Unfold.
Yeah, like I want to write a song to it. It's like so fucking gets to the heart of me. My last boyfriend.
That made you cry?
Yeah, my last boyfriend, I used to like take naps and wake up to that. And now, like, I would say I'm pretty detached from that situation, but that is the one song that can like make me feel something about that situation. Like it is so deep. It's something you listen to. Like you gotta listen to it. It's called Unfold.
It has words, or it's just like
it's just a ballad. Yeah, and it's like winter in the Bay, like cozy, like dark, but like warm, but like pensive and longing and what once was. Like it is so fucking dramatic and amazing. Like I'm gonna make a song. Like I don't know who composed it, but I want to talk to them and make a song.
Yeah, I gotta hear this shit.
It's beautiful. I might tear up.
Have you ever got high and created?
I do it every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you?
That is part of the creative process.
Do you feel like you need that to create?
No. The muse comes to me whenever she fucking feels like it. But I do like after work every day. That's what I'm looking forward to. Getting on my skateboard, getting high, and singing. And it helps me like, and really it all started with me just dreaming like, I just need to go get high and skate and sing. But then it became something like I got addicted to. I was like, I love doing this. Like, and naturally I'd get ideas as I'm doing it. I'm naturally practicing singing when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's how I decide what I'm like, this is all unintentional, but how I decide what I'm performing that weekend, if I'm doing an open mic or like karaoke, whatever song I'm listening to that week and I'm just can't let go of, that's the song of the week, I'll sing it. I used to smoke, like when I first started smoking, it was in COVID, like a lot of people. I grew up with a lot of smokers. Yeah. My dad, my sisters both started smoking before me. My grandparents smoke. So we just kind of been ancestral at that point. But I didn't hop on it until COVID until I had nothing to do. And then I started overusing it. And then because of like everything I was going through. And then once I got out of college, I started figuring out what is my actual relationship with weed and like how do I actually want to use it. So now it's more ritualistic than anything.
Are you one of those artists who gets high and then be like, damn, I'm writing songs so easily when I'm high, and then they're like, oh, and then you start to think, okay, well, I need to try something that's even more crazy, and then you try like acid or something, and then you create something way more crazier than what you were doing when smoking weed, right? Are you one of those who feel like it brings better shit out of you than just sitting being sober writing?
A lot of my songs are sober written. A lot of my ideas, it just really just depends. Half my ideas are when I'm high, half of them are not. I don't think weed plays a role too much in the in my creative process. It's very much a feeling, an energy. Like I don't have to be high. Like I made some of my best songs sober, but I'll get crazy ideas. But yeah, no, my older sister once told me like, don't try anything not made from God. So I only drink, smoke, and I've tried shrooms, but nothing else.
What are you working on now?
Demos. A lot of demos. It's actually so much harder than you think to put a full song together, and like, especially when I'm still kind of looking for people to do it with, because I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on like, I have to find people who are like me, who are trying to come up, and it's more just organic because it's not practical for me right now to try to do that.
So you don't have like an actual, like if someone was to hear this, well, I want to hear her sing. Do you have anything out in the world?
Not out yet, no. But I have things I'm working on. Like I have a home studio and I work off GarageBand because I have a Mac from college. But yeah, so I'm just practicing laying down tracks, and I have 34 songs written. So it's just, I'm starting, and I'm meeting more people. For a while, I'm really introverted, so it was so hard for me to get myself to go meet people or all that stuff. It took me years. I'm just now being like putting myself out there, like meeting producers my age or whatever.
Do you remember the first time you like sang in public, like in front of like a whole bunch of people?
Kind of. I don't remember exactly how it went. It was at the bar you met me at in 2022. I think I know the date. It was like March 12th, 2022. No, 2023. And yeah, I just went to karaoke for the first time. I like was thinking about it for so long. Before that, I was just singing in my room all the time. I was getting drunk. This is when I was drinking a lot, still coping. Drinking every weekend, and then just having a concert in my room with myself. And then I finally got myself to go to karaoke. So yeah.
You didn't have like stage fright and shit, right?
Fuck no. I go to sing for myself. Like I don't give a fuck who's there. I'm singing like I'm in my room. Like I usually get nervous after because then not everyone's seen. Like I'm a vulnerable singer. I'm there to sing my feelings. I'm there to feel to filter my feelings through. So after, because I'm like, oh, now you guys know who I am. Like you've seen it now.
Can you take can you take constructive criticism? Like if you were singing, you're like, oh, like you said, you're singing your emotions, and then someone's like, oh, that song was trash. Or will you start crying, or you be like, I'm sorry.
I don't care. Even throughout my life when I wasn't intentional about it and I was just posting for fun, or I had so many like people hate on me all the time, and like I at first be like, ouch, but then I'd come back to singing again because I love it, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I love what I do. Like I love it. So it's not for you. It's because I literally love it. And it's just like when you're not here, what is here for me? Music, singing. So, and I would sing and I'd just keep singing. I'd be like, I'm really fucking good. Like I may have had like a bad moment, but
this demo that you're working on, what's the vibe that you wanted, that you're striving?
So it's a lot of demos, but I told my mom it's a gloomy project. So winters and falls will be coming up. I don't think I'm gonna release anything by then. I mean, maybe I'll release something on SoundCloud, God willing. But a lot of the songs I'm focused on right now, they make you want to like. One of them makes you want to like smile because it's so warm, heartwarming. But it's so heartwarming and nostalgic. It makes you want to cry. Like it's both, like, but it's raining and it's cozy and no one's out, and it's just like a time of reflection, and that's the song you put on.
Explain to me a perfect day to you.
A perfect day? I used to have like a little routine on Sundays.
And no, give me like a actual vibe, like the perfect day, like where you're at. Like, are you in Paris? What's the weather like?
Ooh,
like everything.
Oh my god.
What are you doing throughout the day?
That's a hard question. Perfect day. I mean, I just went to Napa and I had perfect days. So I'll just describe that, I guess. Wake up, slow morning, maybe like wake up. I like to wake up and write. Whether it's in my poetry book or just like free writing and journal. Take care of myself, breakfast, all that. And then I like to go into nature. I like to go like even up to Joaquin Miller. When I was in Napa, I went horseback riding, but I like to be outside. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty simple. Like read a book, eat some good food, spend a day. Like I like spending a day at the lake on a picnic blanket in the afternoon afterwards and like writing. Obviously like smoke, sing a bit. And yeah, I'd say just hanging out with myself and preferably if it's somewhere pretty. So yeah, like Napa was beautiful. I'm going to Sonoma next week. It's going to be beautiful. And yeah, eating good.
So
living
that's a day that you wouldn't mind it reoccurring for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean it's working. It's working now. So, and then obviously like include loved ones and like who doesn't want romance at some point? So doing that with a partner or whatever. But honestly, I'm super content to do it alone. I like the quiet.
You're single?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even have a follow-up question after that. So if someone was to like who is Della K, all right? Explain.
Who is Della K? She's a woman who's been through the fire and survived. And not only survived, has come out on top. But like owns her like worthlessness, feeling deeply, all the things the world tells you like, oh, it's not cool or whatever. Like I fucking make it cool. Like I don't know. Like and I'm a dreamer for sure, and like and a doer. But like yeah, I not a dreamer in the sense that I'm not like also a realist. Like I'm very honest and like I live in this world, but like I like to build other worlds to go to. I don't know. Art is so expansive and all that. But yeah, definitely a woman who's been through the fire. I don't think I'd be here if I didn't go through it. And alchemize it into something beautiful. Tragic, self-aware, like heroine, I'd say.
And why should, when you put your music out, why should someone listen to you? Why should someone follow you?
Because I love myself. And I don't think a lot of people do. And I think something that like my music spreads love. And I think one of the biggest things that gets in the way of people loving themselves or each other is shame. And I own it all. I own the shame. I own the worthlessness. And I just also the way I write. I think it's I romanticize life. I do. So if people are into that, then you should listen. Like I have stories to tell, and it's whatever. They're relatable, of course. I'm just human, but the way I tell it, I think is beautiful. And yeah, the world needs more beauty.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, I guess the next step is putting some music on, right? I mean, you're saying all this shit yet. You got 34 songs. I mean, what's stopping you?
I just gotta find a team. And like I even just reconnected with some dude from high school who lives here, and I met him on an app, and he produces. He's in production school, but it's hard work. Like every time I met with a producer, and they're down to do it for free at first. Once we have a session, it's like, fuck, I need to get paid, and I'm like,
yeah,
I can't pay, not consistently at least. So it's that, and I'm doing a lot of it by myself right now. I'm like laying raw vocal tracks. Like I'm no fucking producer. I don't want to be a producer. I'm doing it out of survival to try to actually get these demos done, and I'm not just a singer-songwriter. I am a producer in a way. Like, I hear the whole production in my head. I hear what I want, and I want other people's ideas. But I think it's really about when you're coming up like this and you're limited with resources, it's about connecting with people that you believe in each other, and they believe in you so hard, they're willing to work with you. They don't care about the logistics. It's about the music because they believe in you, your music, and they want to see, like, they just see it going. So I've met a handful of people like that in my life, and I think I'm just still. It's a team thing. Like, it's Della K is not gonna just be me. It's gonna be a whole group of people.
Yeah.
Telling a story, putting their own spins in it, and I think that's what a lot of people like with singers, like, they don't realize, like, it's a whole group of people behind that person. Like even Bruno Mars said, like, we're all Bruno Mars. Like, he's talking about his whole team. So I'm just looking for that. I had like a guitarist that I first met where you become great friends. Like, he is Della K too. Like, when he like comes up on my more rock heavy projects. And then I'm just still looking for my people, I think.
Okay. You don't have a poem in your phone?
I have tons.
To recite live on air?
Tons of poems. That's where I write.
Let's end this with a poem, yeah?
Okay.
You can pick up whatever poem you want, but just know millions and millions of people are going to hear this.
Okay. Let's see. That's a tough one. I need like a topic.
Yeah, I like dark shit, so something sad.
Okay, so there's a monologue in one of my songs called Black Widow. It's right before it starts. It alludes to what went down in college. And it's really fucking good. And you want dark, so
Here we go.
All right. In the valley of darkness, for far too long, I was a temptress, doing it all wrong. In the valley of darkness, I was a light, a beacon-flawed goddess, trying to do right. A saint once a sinner, dying to bring my love unto the light, but he's a black widow by nature, feeling safest in the night, casting mayhem where he may, a kiss of death his lethal bite. But I love him, what am I to do? Obsessed to the brink of being girlfriend number 2. Was desperate for the love as a child I couldn't find. Signed, sweetheart of the night shift. Yes, this is my plight. A tall tale, a recollection of what underwent on those southern nights. Falling in love with him was like shaking hands with the devil.
Well, Della, I would like to say thank you for coming on Everyday Celebrity Podcast.
Thank you for inviting me. My first podcast ever. I'm honored, seriously.
It was great getting to know you, your background. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I am very intrigued. Yeah, everybody, if you want to give your socials out right now, tell the people where they can follow you.
Sure. It's Della, DELLA XK, KAYE. Della XK on all platforms. TikTok, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, all that. Facebook.
Do you have any last words?
Thank you. I had a great experience. First podcast. I was nervous and excited. But it was chill. So thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is Everyday Celebrity Podcast, and we are out. You.
There was always this one. My heart used to be colder than a 95 snowstorm.